And I don't plan on being on the street forever, because this is not a lifestyle for me. I don't know how some of them are content with it or how they like it, but I don't. I want to be one of those people who wears a uniform for a job again and gets back to working like I used to. And hopefully someday that happens again.
Well, let's see. Last time we talked,
Yeah.
we determined it was October
I think it was.
2024.
Could have been wrong.
Around there, September, October.
Yeah.
Um,
It was Ballard.
it was in Ballard. And I just met you. I'd seen you at the Commons and
Yeah.
finally said, hey, let's do a Seattle story. What has happened since then?
I don't know anything no more. That's the weird thing about it is I don't know nothing. I just remember some names about it, like Ballard, but I don't know much about that now.
Well, what happened since we've done that? You know, obviously you're inside.
Yeah. I had a stroke, and that messed me up. My brain doesn't work. The hand doesn't work. And now I gotta do something else. But for a while there, I was like, who the hell is that guy? The one that I said I was. It's like, I don't know him. A part of me doesn't. And I don't care. Because something just came alive now. I no longer have to feel angry no more about nothing. It just feels like I'm peaceful. I'm peaceful about everything. No matter what it is, I just don't care. Just peaceful. And that's all. I can't say much, but that was just all I could say. It's still the same way. But it's cool.
I bet.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back a little bit. When I talked to you, you were abusing substances.
Yeah.
And, well, I guess the question is, you know, and even when we talked, you were saying, I hate this. I'm so tired of this. I want to get back to work.
But I still didn't do it though.
Well, and then we were talking earlier over lunch. I was like, that's addiction, right? It's like you're stuck.
No, it wasn't. Something. Not everybody could do that all the time, but if you think about it, you think beyond this place, you beyond you. You can stay in your mind. You don't need that drug because it's false. There's nothing right about that. But the only way I could do that was if I took my memory out of everything I had, of all those drugs. That was the only way I could do it. And it had to be a stroke. So that way I would be out for a while. It sucks I have to be out there for a while, but it's better off that way because then I still have a bed until I could figure out something else. But this just happened all of a sudden. I was like, damn, okay. That's cool. I remember who she was, but I don't remember who she was. From somewhere else. I think I was just coming by and they were just visiting or whatever and I just saw them or something, but I just don't care now.
What do you remember about your stroke?
Yeah. Bits and pieces of it. I was in that other hospital first to about December 30th. And right before I got out, I was dead on the ground. I was nothing. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't feel my pulse or nothing. But it was like I blacked out for just a second though, but I was not that. It was like 4 days I was dead with ice cubes and everything on me. And I was like, what the hell did he do that for? But he said something about where he could bring me back if he knew how to do that right.
Who's he?
That doctor.
Oh, okay. And this is at Harborview.
Yeah, this is the new hospital.
Okay.
That took me out there instead.
Okay, I don't know.
They said they couldn't do that there.
Okay.
They couldn't do nothing right.
But you just woke up. You woke up in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like that.
But I had no arms. I had no feet. I had no legs. I was like, what the hell? What the fuck? I'm just bobbing my head every now and again. But I was like, oh shit, I can't even do that right. I was drooling out my mouth. Part of my face wasn't working. I was like, what the hell? But then I found something online where I would just stare at that movie for a while. Like the guy had a green face. He was like a boss of some kind. But then I found out it's The Mask. And I just kept repeating that over and over again until I saw what I was going to do. And then I wanted another one. And then this hand would work. And then I found out I could use my feet again, but I can't walk yet. I was just too tired. But then when I did that, I could walk again, but somehow this doesn't work. And that's when I figured out that it's not my arm that I was out, it's my head. Somehow there's just nothing there no more. It's like it's like if you take paper out of it, you just tear it out. Not by bits and pieces, but just tear it all out. And that's all I am now. I don't know anything about who Charlie was. So that's fun.
Well, we were texting last night a little bit,
Yeah.
and you were, shooting me these texts about that.
Yeah.
And you don't have to know who he is right now.
I had to find out for eventually because you were going to come here, and I was like, oh shit, I just can't say nothing, so I just, fuck it, whatever, let's do it anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah, I hear you. But it's like you get to be whoever you want to be. You get to reinvent yourself. You don't need anyone's permission. You be you. And you were talking earlier about this name that you, Shadow.
Yeah.
Tell me about Shadow Sling. Shadow Sling Blade?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know why Jaden was here or what I did, but I just didn't like that name no more about who I was.
Jaden.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that name.
I just don't like that name because for some reason I said that about me, but now I just like, what the hell? I'm that guy? No way. He's old, he's bald, he's like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? So I had to do something else with this. I had to make it more a little bit better. So at least I had some for a while. But then I might just put this on here now too. It's like that Neo guy did.
But the name
Shadow.
Tell me about that.
It's something new. Something that even if little dogs came around, they'd be fine. I don't know much about what I would say, except for that I'm a new person. I don't care about anybody now, for anything, for whatever reason. I just don't care about them. Sorry I had to say that, but I just don't care about them, because they're too fucked up. Some of them you can't do that. You can't bring them back. They're just going to be out one day and then they're dead. That's what sucks about it. So I had to help myself. So as Shadow, I was better off saying that name because I knew what I was saying about that. But I didn't know Charlie. I still don't. So if I don't say Charlie, I might actually say something better off. Like there's actually something I could say, like a cactus I got. I couldn't do that before with Charlie, because I never had nothing like that. A lot of my words I still can't say because I got a lot of my speeches messed up. And I don't know how the right part of my brain would do that differently. But this is the part where I had the speech. That is gone now. And I have to compete myself all the time with what I want to say. And that just sucks. Otherwise I just sound like I'm just fucking out. And I'm saying all kinds of shit that's just nothing. It's like, what the hell did I say? But Shadow, I don't know much about him yet.
And Shadow Sling Blade.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Sling Blade, that was something else before I did the name. First I did Blade, just Blade. Because he had a knife and everything, and I could put that on my hand instead of my hand not working. I could use it in my arm. So that way if I ever had to do something like that, I just do that. I just don't care. I'm going to have to stab somebody out, then I'm going to do it because I can't I can't do that whole night where somebody puts me out. I just can't do that no more. So somehow I got to take them out. And that's okay. But now I don't have to.
Yeah.
But Blade, I came out with something better than that. It was Sling Blade. Because of what I had in my arm. It was a Sling Blade. And then I used that name to say I had a name. Shadow Sling Blade. That was all. There was nothing particular about it. Just nice and easy how I could say that, and that was cool.
Yeah.
Then I have to say Charlie, like, who the hell? Oh yeah, Charlie. What?
So you identify more with Shadow Sling Blade than Charlie.
Yeah.
Great.
Before I would never do anything to stop anybody, but now I just like fuck off. I just don't care. I'm gonna take everybody out if I had to.
Tell me your thoughts on substances.
Don't know.
Illegal substances.
I don't have them.
Yeah.
They're not in me no more.
Well, you've talked and you
That's what I liked about it. I think that's why I did that much, because I did that stroke for a reason. Because I had to get myself out before I would dead. I would be dead too, and I almost fucked up and did that. And then today, out there, I was just preparing myself, just in case I didn't have nothing. Did I still do that? No, I did not. Good. All right, then you can come back online. But a part of me would say, I'm going to pull the plug if I do that again, because I can't do that again. I won't do that again, because how would I know if I'm back? If anything, I won't do that.
Yeah, I mean, this is we talked when I first saw you, an incredible opportunity, right? Just to pivot.
Yeah, just don't know much about who I was. Well, that's all right, because I just don't care who I was. Fuck him. He's really stupid, actually. He's very stupid with what he does. He's really stupid in everything. He's got no feelings about anything. He has nothing. He's just anger all the time. That's all he was anger about everything. And that's what I found out about me, is I'm not like that. I'm never like that. So how could I never be like that if I was just now? So some part of me came back from like 5 years old. A part of me came back from what I was doing then. Because I didn't like that woman, that Nazi. I didn't like anything she did. My grandfather, he didn't do nothing for himself either. He didn't care about me. Just what can I do? Nothing? Then fuck off. Oh, gee, thanks. I don't remember having that first time I had a birthday party with a black guy. I do remember seeing that, but I don't know that no more. I have nothing. And that's okay, because I just don't care.
Well,
why should I care?
It looks to me like you have a lot here.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, something happened here, and I don't know what that was, but it was cool.
And these people are amazing.
Yeah.
And you're their first person in this.
For a while there, I wouldn't talk to them.
Oh yeah. Why?
I didn't know what to say, or how I could say it.
Sure.
And then I came to my physical therapy place. They couldn't help me out at all. There was nothing they could do. So I had to come out with something better. I need to do speech. I can't do French no more. I can't do Spanish anymore for some reason. I just knew English, but very little. But I remember German. Oh, I fucking hated that shit. But now, I figured out if I could throw that out and bring back English, that could work fine. I just need to know how I could do that, how I could speech again, and everything. There's something about my teeth. I can't see my teeth until I get my teeth back out. I could get my teeth back again. So that was part of the reason. So that's okay that I couldn't do that. But now I could say something else. Depending on how I could say it, I could say things differently. Like with that cactus there, I could say cactus or I could say cactus. Depends on how I could say that. But I didn't like the second part because I couldn't talk.
Yeah, because your
it
teeth.
Just sucks.
Yeah. A question. What do you want to do now?
I want to be a mechanic again. But somehow, I'm not that guy. I'm a new guy. Something a little bit better, because now I do General Motors. I used to do them back in 1997. I had a 77 van from Vandura, but they caught on fire, whatever the hell it was. I didn't know then, but I know now what it was. It was the ignition switch that was bad. And it just shot out everything. It was fire to everything. And then I was out, and I didn't have that van no more until 2010, when I had another one. It was a Ford. It was like Ford. There's just something about that was really slow, but it had all the torque I could ever use. And then brought that out with torque, and I got it even better. I was going about 50, maybe about 10 seconds in. I could go about 4.6 seconds in the time to brace, and that was pretty cool. It was very slow still. It was like 88 miles per hour. And then I went 100 miles an hour. Then I went 120, and then 140, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is too much. I can't keep that." The car would just wobble.
Yeah, they do that. The steering wheel starts to
Yeah.
crash. Well, you were talking earlier. You said, "I want to start bringing tools."
Yeah.
That makes more sense to me about the mechanic part. Then, yeah, right on.
I just only have one hand though right now. I think a little bit different is I can still hold my bars. I can still go with the manual transmission if I do it right.
And also, when I saw you a couple months ago, you can barely move that
Yeah.
thing. You can barely move your hand, and
They
now
said I would never do that, and I was like, bullshit, I'm going to do that again.
Hold it up and do what you can do. Yeah, that's way more mobility.
Oh, the thing is something isn't there though, still. If I think hard enough.
Oh, that's okay, in time. In time.
You too. I can't do that. I can't do that. That's what I do. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Not yet. Maybe not yet.
Ah, fuck. Shit.
Yeah.
I just can't do that.
Not yet. Yeah. Charlie, the question I like to ask before we wrap up, is there anything that you would want the people of Seattle to know?
They will, but just not yet, because I don't know what to say. But I think it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be somebody different. I don't know who the hell he was. Part of me, I think he was dead. I think that's why I came back. A little different. Because I have no drugs no more. I have nothing. Not even talking about it. Not even anything. It's not there now. So that's good. I still do cigarettes though, unfortunately. But I'll have my day when I am done with that.
Now, do you want to be known? Want me to call you Shadow?
Yeah.
Right on.
Oh, fuck. I just can't do nothing.
Shadow.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time. It's good to hear your voice.
Yeah, it's good to be back. There's only like 3 or 4 people I knew, and everybody else I don't know who you were. But you were cool. I remembered you.